Okay, Snap, I have a story to tell, so sit back and y'all really gotta listen to this. But this is legit about to be mad long, so really sit down. I went to traffic court. Long story short, I had to pay for a ticket I got like last year for being on my phone while I was parked in my car. Traffic court, I give the cop my ticket and my ID. He gives it to the guy. I sit down for about 15-20 minutes, then they call me up, right? I get up there and literally all the guy says to me is, you have to pay for your ticket, go to the cashier, have a nice day. I'm like, cool, I just gotta pay for my ticket, I'm gonna be in and out, bet, right? Basically, I go to the cashier and I get to the cashier and she's like, they didn't process your ticket, so you can't pay for it. Just wait a couple minutes and come back and it should be done. I'm like, cool, bet. I waited a couple minutes. She tried to do it 4 times. The ticket didn't go through. So she's like, you have to go back in and tell them to do it. Basically, she tells me to go back into the courtroom and tell them to process my ticket so that I could pay for it and then I could leave. Cool. So this is where the problem starts, because I tell the guy what the lady said and the guy is telling me that what she said to me don't make no sense. The guy legitimately starts yelling at me and he's like, oh, you were supposed to be here at 9 a.m. You clearly don't know how to read your papers and you're lazy. He's literally at the booth telling me that I don't know how to read and I'm lazy because I wasn't here on time and I wouldn't be having this problem if I knew how to read. At this point, honestly, I'm so in shock that he's talking to me like this. Like, I couldn't even say anything. So I'm just looking at him like, okay, so can I pay the ticket? This nigga goes, oh, young lady, if you knew how to read, you wouldn't be having this problem. So sit down and I'll be right back. At this point, my blood was literally boiling and I didn't know what to do and what to say. So I just sat down and I was just like, what the fuck? So he walks out the room, and when he walks out, the whole courtroom starts going off like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with him? I'm gonna report him to his supervisor. Why is he talking to her like that? It's legit, the whole entire courtroom was just going off because the way this nigga was blacking on me for no fucking reason. He comes back in the room and he's like, I could offer you a plea bargain or you could pay for the ticket and hurry up. I don't have time for you to think. Like, this nigga dead ass snapped in my fucking face, like. So me being the bigger person, I'm like, sir, can I speak to somebody else? He's like, no, you can either pay the ticket or take the plea bargain. So I'm like, sir, how much is the ticket? Me, it's a whole $235. So this is when he got mad because I looked at him and I'm like, sir, it's only $235. That's nothing. I'll pay the ticket. So this nigga goes, you're not listening to me. Either you could take 1 point off your license or you could pay the $235. So I walk up to him and I'm like, sir, I'm speaking to you and you're speaking to the whole room. And I already told you I would pay for the ticket. He's like, okay, since you want to be rude, get out. The cop came over to get me and the whole courtroom starts going off like, what the fuck? She didn't do nothing wrong. Like, the whole courtroom was tight that these niggas dead just kicked me out. The officer's like, you have to get out, come back and handle this situation tomorrow. So I'm like, I can't pay for my ticket. They're like, no, you can't pay for your ticket. Basically, I asked him to pay for the ticket about a good 6 times. And these niggas was acting like I didn't have money to pay for the ticket. Officer, can I get his name? And the officer's like, what, is something wrong with you? You can't remember a face if you came back tomorrow? Like, something's wrong with you can't remember? Like, these niggas had me so tight. I had to get witnesses. I had to get phone numbers and emails because these niggas dead ass dragged me out of court because I told them I wanted to pay for it. So basically, I feel like he was offended and I was discriminated against because niggas thought I didn't have the money to pay for a ticket. Like, it's only $235. So since niggas want to act like I'm broke, I'm gonna act like I'm broke too. This is what the fuck I'm about to do. I posted on my Snap like last week or the week before a bag that I have where I save all my singles, right? So basically I haven't spent any singles since the 1st of February and I have them all in this book bag. So it's a few $100s in singles in that bag. I don't know exactly how much it is, but I know it's over $200. It's a few hundred. Also went to my bank this morning. I asked them for $200 in pennies, but they was acting like they didn't want to give me $200 in pennies because that's a, but niggas did give me $50 in pennies, so I'm bringing that in there. Like I really hate to spend my single bag because I was legit saving it, but I'll replace it. It's only a few $100s. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna go in here with all these singles and my pennies, and they're gonna take my shit.
Maybe this, I noticed that my